What I want to talk about in this video might not be as popular or as attractive as other subjects in live sound, but I think it's pretty important. If you've been doing live sound for any amount of time, you probably know that you should send your channels pre-fader to the monitor, but that's not good enough because you have many tap points before the pre-fader. So at which point do you actually want to hear that signal? Do you want to hear it coming straight from the input, or with the gate, or with the gate and EQ, or with the gate and EQ and compression? And this really matters when you're using headphones or in-ear monitors. With floor monitors, it might not be a huge deal because everybody is kind of hearing the sound of every other monitor from other people bouncing around. But in-ear monitors are a lot less forgiving. And I found people having a hard time to get a good in-ear mix because when we start sound check, everybody is kind of shy and not really playing loud. And we set the levels in our ears. And then all of a sudden, halfway through the song, they get excited and start digging in, and the sound in your ears is just unbearable. By default, all the channels on your mixer will be going post EQ to the monitor. Post EQ means that you have the gate if you have engaged it, and you have the EQ, but you don't have the compression. If other people that you are listening to in your own monitor play louder, it will get louder in your ears, and that can be really annoying. So what I would do is I would send all the channels pre-fader, because I usually compress all the channels unless it's like playback music or whatever. But microphones, very dynamic, need a lot of compression. Acoustic guitar, very dynamic, needs a lot of compression. Bass guitar, same thing. Piano. So I'm taking advantage of the compressor that is being used for front of house. However, my own instrument, if I'm playing louder, I want to hear myself getting louder so that I can play with good dynamics and not be slamming all the time. So I'll go to my own channel and set that to post EQ. Everybody is getting compressed in my ears except myself. And that's even more important with vocals, because with your voice, you can actually strain it or injure yourself if you're pushing too hard against a compressor. So let me show you an example of the scene at my church. This is the piano monitor. Everything is going pre-fader, means with the compression. And if I show you real quick, I have compression on everything. But my own instrument, which is the piano in this case, is going post EQ, because if I play louder, I want to hear myself playing louder in the headphones. So I'm not playing loud all the time. The guitar is very dynamic. I don't want it to get much louder in my ears if the guitars start digging in. Same thing for the bass. If I look at the drums monitor, same idea. Everything is pre-fader, except for the drums. They don't have any processing. I'm setting it to pre-EQ because they sound pretty good in the headphones, but I have some EQ to make it sound slightly better in the room, but that makes it worse in the monitor. So I'm not taking the EQ or the compression for the headphones. Guitar monitor, everything is pre-fader. The vocal microphones, if they start singing louder, I won't be annoyed in my own headphones, but my instrument, which is the guitar, is post EQ. So if I play the guitar louder, I will hear myself getting louder, but everybody else will have me at a consistent level. Same thing for the bass. Stage monitor, this one is a physical speaker on the floor. If you see right here, all the microphones are going post EQ to it because this is for the vocalist and I don't want anybody to strain his voice. I had it on pre-fader before, means with the compression going to the monitor, and I found that whoever was singing that day would be pushing too hard when the congregation is all singing also and everything is louder. They would be straining their voice and not really hearing themselves that they are getting louder. So that was the moment I realized how important this is. Vocal microphones, never make them hear themselves with compression. Unless the particular person requests that, it's a different story. If you don't remember anything I said in this video, just remember this. Your voice or your instrument in your own monitor, have it without the compression and everybody else with the compression. In other words, your own instrument, post EQ, everybody else pre-fader. If you found this video insightful, make sure to hit the like button and click on the video on screen right now, and I will see you there.